Marketing with articles, 7 article marketing habits, and how you can benefit from them. There are stereotypes, trends, and quirks of every professional practice, and article marketing is no exception. When you've been writing for a while, you'll start to notice a few in your own behavior and approach to article marketing. You may not notice them at first, but sooner or later you'll take a step back and say, hey, that thing that I do without even thinking about it is a little odd. Here are 7 such oddball things I've noticed myself doing in my life as an article marketer. Do you see yourself in any of these? Can you see yourself harnessing any of these quirks to your advantage? 1. Number addiction list articles are a great way to go for article marketing. It's a simple format with a lot of uses, and it's easy to use numbered lists as templates for articles that teach their audience. However, when you get hung up on using the same numbers over and again, you might start to notice. Ever cut a list short or stretched it out so you can have a top 5, 7, or 10 tips for your readers? Then you're a number addict. I do this all the time without even thinking about it. Some numbers just have a better ring to them than others, and if you look for top tip style articles online, you'll find a lot of other authors stick to the same set of 2 or 3 numbers. 2.2. Self-deception. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. Article writing can be fun, but sometimes all writers go through a slump. When it's been a busy week or there's been a lot of stress, sometimes writing another article just seems tiresome. This is when self-deception can come in handy. By tricking yourself into writing just a little more, you can fend off procrastination and make sure you're far more productive. Especially during times when I just don't feel like writing, I sometimes resort to turning writing into a game. I'll tell myself, dinner is in 30 minutes. See how much of an article you can write in that time. Another way of doing this is by daring yourself to a crazy bout of article marketing, such as writing a whole month's worth of articles in one day. This can help break up the daily writing routine and reinvigorate you to get back into the article marketing mood. Point 3. Self-doubt. Do you ever look back over your ideas or notes and think, what on earth was I thinking? Don't worry, it happens to us all. Sometimes the half-sentence of scrawl you jotted down in a flash of inspiration simply makes no sense when you revisit your notes with fresh eyes. Although there's not a lot you can do when you get to this stage, you can prevent future puzzlement by taking the right approach to your notes. When you have your eureka moment, that flash of inspiration, write at least a paragraph of your idea down. That way, when you come back to it later, there can be no confusion over exactly where you originally intended to go with your article. This is a great way to make sure you don't squander valuable ideas by simply forgetting where your train of thought was going. Point 4. Undeveloped ideas. Have you got a back catalog of draft concepts? Sometimes I feel like this is the true mark of an article marketer, a ton of undeveloped ideas that just perpetually sit at the bottom of the pile, waiting to be written. Some ideas take longer than others to come to life, especially when covering a difficult or unusual subject in only a short space. Don't worry if you have lots of ideas floating around unwritten. One day, when you're struggling to think of a subject to write on, you'll probably thank your stars that you had them going spare. Until then, they sit in draft mode. 5. Writing for rewards. I like to offer myself potential rewards for writing. For example, I'll promise myself a special treat in the afternoon if I can write a few articles in the morning. In my experience, this carrot and stick technique really works, especially if you're struggling to find motivation. Point 6. Rereading your own articles. There's a definite pleasure in seeing your articles up online, and whenever I stumble across my own writing on a website, I feel compelled to stop and read through it again. When you've worked hard on an article, it's always enjoyable to see it in the flesh, so to speak, so take a moment to sit back and enjoy seeing your work up there for everyone to see. Point 7. Article favoritism. It seems strange, but quite often, an article just sticks with you as a favorite. I have a particular fondness for one or two of my articles, and from talking to other article marketers, I've found I'm not alone. Most writers have pet articles or ones they are particularly proud of, which can be especially useful to browse when you're feeling a little on the deflated side. Read through these when you need a confidence boost, and you'll soon pick up your pen again. Oh, there you have it. You might notice some of these quirks in your own behavior once you assess it, or you may choose to adopt one or two in order to improve your writing technique or approach. Can you think of any other article marketing quirks you might have? What are they, and how can you put them to good use?